Good morning. Getting some of my things out of the way of the camera just so that I'm not distracted and I have order. How are you all doing this morning? Let me do Instagram as well. Good morning, peace and blessings. So I've been this week really just working with how to set my cameras up so that I can do Instagram and Facebook. In the past, I used to just do an Instagram video and download it and then upload it to Facebook, but Instagram changed its platform, which it has every right to do. And I can't do that any longer. So now I have to do two videos at once. So welcome. Today is Sunday and the sun rules the day. How y'all doing this morning? The sun rules the day, and the sun is at the 22nd degree of Scorpio. One of the things that I just love cosmology and astrology and nature and how the universe works. And it's been doing this for billions of years. The universe, the sun, the moon, all these planets have been functioning in cooperation the way that they do with all things for billions of years. I just find that to be like remarkable. Um, and that once a year, the sun is where it is every day. So the sun is at the 22nd degree of Scorpio in the Western astrology, or what they would call tropical astrology. And today, the sun is at the 22nd degree of Scorpio, and it won't be here again until next year. And so that's really significant, like if you think about it like that, like what does it mean that, okay, the sun is in this place that it won't be in again until next year? And if you think about that, it was here last year and you probably don't remember what you were doing or where you were, or what was going on, unless you journal and keep records. But the energy, when we begin to follow these energies and understand how the energies work in our own lives, and how they are impacting us and how we relate to them, then we can, um, sort of like bring our consciousness to it, our awareness to it, so that we can be more deliberate. Like, how does the energy really work for us? Ma, you want to say hello to the people? You say hello. Hello to the people. Hello, my sweetie. I just love you. These animals, let me tell y'all, these animals are so sweet and so innocent and so pure. It really is something. She eats a lot. Like she sort of steals food. Like, so that's the thing about her that's kind of tricky, is that she eats more than the other one, Osset. And so she's tricky. So like she will eat food when I'm not watching, things like that. But it's still sweet. So the sun in Scorpio. So the sun in Scorpio is desire. Scorpio is really significant. When the sun is in Scorpio, it's really significant. It's significant everywhere because what you get in Scorpio, you can't get anywhere else. What you get at the 22nd degree of Scorpio, you can't get anywhere else. And so that's why I'm saying how important it is for us to begin to bring our consciousness and our awareness to these energies, because wherever they are at the time that they are, that's the only time you can get them that year. And so, and when we understand this, so not only is the sun in a certain place at the 22nd degree, but the moon today is going to be in Aries. And we might not have that configuration with the moon in Aries and the sun for who knows how long, right? So these energies are really significant. And there is a rareness to them, even though it's not, but it is, right? So you want to begin to really cultivate these energies in your life. Scorpio is about power, desire, and energy. These are the ways you come to it, right? So the easiest way that I have determined, and everybody has their own way, that, if you're learning and if other teachers will have their own way, is to really pay attention to your desires. whatever you are with your desires in the Scorpio energy, that is telling you, it's like pointing you to what you're bringing in. Desire is a signal for the universe to say, okay, we're going to bring this to that particular point. And so whatever your desire is internally is giving the universe a signal of what it is that you are here to create and be. And at the 22nd degree is dreams. It really is. So it's literally, what are your dreams? What do you dream of? What do you desire? The moon has been in Pisces for the past couple of days. Pisces is also dream, subconscious, right? So, what is it that you actually are here? What dream are you here to fulfill? And the thing that I work with inside of myself is understanding that the universe is conspiring in the dreams that I am here to fulfill. And I don't have to struggle. I don't have to force. I don't have to. So, Scorpio, if your desire is laced with jealousy or envy or secret stuff that is shadowy, because Scorpio is also the shadow. It's also fears. It's also lack and scare. It's all the things that we don't really want to deal with. It's inappropriate sexual desire, jealousy. It's all that kind of stuff, right? Because all that stuff, when those when power is not realized, it becomes, when power and desires are not realized, they become jealousy, fear, grief, things that you need to begin to repurpose so that you can bring it back into the light to reuse it for something else that you desire. So if you have not fully stepped into who you really are, like, this is the thing about the Scorpio energy that's so tricky, right? Scorpio is about our sexuality because it's desire and power. And many of us have shame around our sexuality. We have guilt around our sexuality because we have been in a culture that has told us that women, if you're too sexual, you're a whore. So we put our energies away. We attempt to collapse our sexual desire and energy, which is our God-given birthright, to our creative portals. So if you are in judgment of your sexuality and judgment of your desire, right? Like, I know for me, I'm a pretty sensual sexual woman. And that shows up in interesting ways. But I can, when I was younger and I was unaware, it showed up with me having sex with not everybody, but enough, right? So, and because that power, that desire will lead you into action, right? So it's important for you to not be in judgment of it. It's important for you to not be guilty, to not be ashamed, to really do the work to heal those things. And if you have a lot of sexual sensual energy, that could mean that as a child you experience inappropriate sexual attention from adults, which means molestation and sexual abuse and all those kinds of things. All those things are a part of Scorpio, a part of our power, a part of our desire, a part of how we get things out of the invisible and into the seen, right? Because it is important for Scorpio is the energy that governs the sacral chakra. And so the herbs that you can use with that to really help move those energies are black cohosh and red raspberry. Um, just, and there are other things. Diamani is another herb that you can use. There's several herbs that you can use that in my mind I cannot recall in this moment. But one of the herbs that I often suggest to people to use if you have obsession, because Scorpio can also be about obsessions, right? Wanting and not being able to get, like, that creates jealousy and envy. Cleavers is a really great herb for that, because cleavers can help you release the tendency to cleave, to clench, to hold on. And we don't want to hold on, but Scorpio will give us a real feeling of like holding on because of the sexual frequency of it is that clinging, like if you're a woman and if you understand the physical experience of of sex, when something comes into you, when a penis comes into you, your body clings to it, right? So we want to release ourselves from that metaphysical, that internal um, clinging that goes on internally, that would have us holding on to things that we no longer need, that no longer serve us, because Scorpio is also death. So things get to die, get to be transformed. The energy goes from one form and into another. Um, so the moon today is in Aries, which means that we are coming into um, we're not Aries always sort of implies newness, right? So the moon is where it was now when we had the full moon last year. I mean, not last year, last month. And so we have one full moon in Aries every year. That's the thing. One full moon in Aries every year, one full moon in all of the constellations once a year. So these full moons are significant. Aries means that we have the full moon, we're new beginnings, right? Like new energy. And that's why I've been saying pay attention to your desire. Pay it, like, don't move into old ways of being because the impulse is there. Watch yourself. Watch what you're doing. Why do you feel this? What's going on? Why do I want to take this action? Because with the Aries energy is impulsive. So now the moon is where it was when we had a full moon in Aries. It'll be there for the next couple of days because this is all a cycle, right? So now it's like, so the moon was full in Aries, and now we are going to have um it, so the energy always shifts a little bit. So the full moon is going to be in Taurus. So now the energy is waxing in Aries. So we have a waxing moon in Aries, which means that our power is growing. Waxing means it's growing, right? So this Aries energy, this desire is starting to grow. It's new, right? So what do you want? Where are you going to put your energy? Where are you going to put your focus? Where are you going to what are you desiring, right? The sun in Scorpio, where are you going? And you want to be intentional. That's why I always say write down your intentions. Write down where you're going. So you are telling the universe where you want this energy to go. You're giving it direction and how it should function. The energy is unconditioned energy, and you want to condition it by saying, here's what I want you to do. So we're going to have a full moon in Taurus on the 19th. You can register for the full moon ritual. We'll do a full moon ritual on the 19th. And in Taurus, and we are going to be with Taurus. This is about our body, our money, our senses. This is about our sensual nature. This is about how we feel about ourselves, our worth, our value, our worthiness, right? This is really significant. We get one of these full moons a year. One a year. We will not have another one until next year. Just like the sun will not be at the 22nd degree of Scorpio again until next year. We will not have a full moon in Taurus again until next year. This is why it's important to understand, right? So Taurus is about our money. Taurus is about our value, our self-esteem. And so if you are struggling, if there are areas where those things are not strong inside of you, where you are needing to shift, because guess what? Every year we need to renew these things. Every year we need to renew them. Every year we need to bring new energy, new attention. Why? Because it dissipates, it dissolves, and it runs low, right? So we want to renew it, restore it. So that's what we're up to. So the moon in Aries is saying, get yourself ready for this new energy that's coming in. You already created a container because we had a full moon in Aries. We're about to have a full moon in Taurus. Taurus is about your value. Aries was about your I am presence. So this month, hopefully you have been with feeling your power, your energy, who I am. I am that I am. I am here now. The rituals are really simple and on the in the daily practice of them, but you have to bring your energy to it on a regular basis. So I am, and then Taurus is the energy of I have, right? So we're going into this I have frequency. So I encourage you to register for the Taurus full moon ritual. We're going to do that on it's in my link tree. You can find it um at my Calendarly or at my website, and we're going to do a full moon ritual, and and that's really it. So I'm in such a becoming myself, like I'm in such a process of getting clear about what my new services are going to look like, and I am having to feel my way through it. So, I'm announcing things as they come. We're going to have the Venus and Capricorn class. You can register for that as well. Venus retrograde in Capricorn. Venus retrograde in Capricorn is going to start week after next. We're going to do 3 legs of it. We're going to do the shadow going up too, so that we can prepare ourselves for really getting ourselves emotionally ready for what this Venus and Capricorn means, because Venus is going to be conjunct with Pluto. So that means that this is not going to be a fun experience. And this is why I don't want to say it's not going to be fun, but Venus is our emotions and our feelings. And many of us have a lot of deep emotions and feelings. And Capricorn is about external authority. So this means that we're going to be letting go of a lot of external authority, things that we thought, like I relied upon this, I believed in this. It's like, I remember when I realized that I was not going to be a Christian anymore, and letting go of Christianity was really letting go of an external authority, a belief system that I was taught that it was going to save me if I behaved a certain way and thought a certain way and acted a certain way. And then one day I had to realize this is not true. It's not true. And I need to do something different. And so I had to feel into what I was really feeling. And what I really realized that I was feeling was that I didn't believe in myself, that I really felt like if I am going to be responsible for saving myself, then I'm fucked. I believed that. That was my deep feeling. And so we have to dig into these feelings to understand where we've been programmed so that we can take the energy back and reprogram it. So this is what the Venus and Capricorn class will be about. I encourage you to register for that. So we're going to have a full moon. We're going to have a full moon ritual on Thursday. And then on the 25th, we will begin the Venus and Capricorn class, the first leg of it. It's going to be 3 processes. And if you register for it, I'll give you all the details, but I'm working it out as it happens. So you're going to have to just be with me in it because it's a bit of a process. And I realize that. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. You say you're so afraid to embrace your own power. I understand. I really do. But I'm telling you, if you don't embrace your own power, there's really no other power for you to embrace as we move into the age of Aquarius. We're all going to be in our own individual frequencies. Like you won't be able to live into somebody else's power any longer. You won't be able to steal anybody else's. Not that you are a power thief, but the sort of vampiric things, like we've just been vampiring one another's power. It's the way the system was built, that we would just, it's all based in slavery. I mean, I don't mean to oversimplify it, but it really is. It's all based in what can we get? How do we keep people ignorant so that we can take what they don't understand that they have and use it for our own thing? And we've all been doing it in interesting ways, but it's the way it was. It's just how it was, right? So no blame, no shame, no none of that. But we do have to now do something different. And so you have power. And if you don't understand your power, come get a natal chart reading with me so that you can understand how your power works, and then start working so that you can learn how to look at your understand how your power works, because we are here to share power. We are here to share. We're not here to steal or take, but we're here to share our power. So you want to understand your own benefit, what you have to offer that's unique, that's necessary. Everybody has something to offer that's unique and necessary that others need that you can exchange for. Everyone has something. So you got to understand your own blueprint, who you are, what you were born here for, born this time for, and then in the understanding of that, then you can get clear about what it is that you can share, what you have to offer in service, right? So and it's beautiful. We're living through a really beautiful experience, and really understanding yourself and your magic and who you are is a real gift. So um, so yeah, so that's that. So we have to heal ourselves of our trauma. The trauma is all just transforming your mind, right? The Bible says transform your mind, be renewed by the transforming of your mind. And you have to transform your mind. That's right. Embracing your caterpillar. That's right. The caterpillar will take you, if you follow that internal energy, it'll take you into the experience of moving into a cocoon. And then when you emerge, you will be a beautiful butterfly, because that's what we're all here to be. And it's scary, but it's true and it's real. And so that's just it. All right, y'all. I'm going. We were supposed to go camping, and then our camping trip got rescheduled because a few of us couldn't go. So we were going to be camping this weekend. And so now I got to go into nature. My friend James is going to come, and we're going to go to nature so that I can hike and he can hike, because I need trees and water, something, because I'm telling y'all, I'm so vulnerable right now, and I don't really even know what to say. All I can say is that I'm very aware that the old system is done, and I'm experiencing. I have cleared my life out so much of the old ways of being that I feel very isolated, and I really love my own company. I really do. Like, I really prefer to be alone, honestly. But I am aware that I can't live my life like this forever. Right now, I have a 14-year-old son, and I've been really separate from my family for the last couple of years as I've been doing the work to get myself to be in the place where I can be where I'm really living my life as a priestess. Like, I live my life as a priestess, and or as a mystic and a healer. I do. And the evidence and the work that it takes to do it, you have to really purify yourself. There's a great deal of purification that occurs. Um, and I'm aware of how much I've cleaned my life out. And now it's like, how do I now begin to reintegrate myself into experiences that are not going to drain my energy, where I'm not going to be, doing things for, like I used to be able to just be out with friends and be coaching and what do you think of this? And I can't do that anymore because that depletes my energy. It really depletes my energy. Like, I have to really honor my gifts and power, and I can't give them away without exchange and without awareness. Like, I can't do that anymore because I was doing it just not really understanding that that was a deficit for me. So with that, I'm just really working to come back into a balance of how to be here in the earth plane and be who I am now, and not revert to old patterns and ways of being. So I love you all very much. All right, peace and blessings. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. I'm going to see if I can read the comments here.